We are watching the future GOAT play in his first playoff run ever, and in his first conference finals game ever against the reigning champions, Victor Wembanyama, 41 points, 24 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 assists in a double overtime game. I don't know. Everyone hyped up this series. I was hyping up this series. Everyone was hyping up the series. This is going to be the best series in the last 10 years. 260 win young teams. This has already exceeded my expectations. Obviously, I won a 7-game series. Obviously, I would love if there was extra time, overtime in every game so we could watch more of this. For us to get double overtime in game one and Wembanyama to put on the performance that he did, Dylan Harper to put on the performances he did, J-Dub, Caruso, Shea to have the stinker he did. My God, there is so much to talk about this first game. But the moment that I cannot believe happened was down 105, 108 with 28 seconds left in the first overtime. Wemby decides, you know what? I know what Steph Curry did a long time ago. He hit that long three back in 2016 at logo 3 against the Thunder. I'm going to do that right now. This is my second 3-point attempt of the game. I'm going to try that right now. And he makes it. That is the ballsiest three. Any three from that distance is ballsy, but no words for that. My God, I don't even remember every single play he did. There was so many. The way that the Thunder were trying to guard him was really like fronting the post on him. They had Caruso and J-Dub on him for the majority of the game, just trying to swat the ball away or get guys with lower, stronger cores to like really get at him. And it worked a little bit in the first half here and there. Chet did not guard him. Chet got dunked at the end of the game when Caruso tried it again, and Wemby got tired of it, turned around and dunked on Chet. Chet did get a block on Wemby at regulation to go to overtime. That was his one good moment of the game. He did not attempt any like 2-pointers in this game. He had one in double overtime that turned into a shot clock violation. Bad game from him. My God. Dylan Harper is an unbelievable talent. This guy is 20 years old, a rookie. The finishes that he has are unbelievable. Stephon Castle in this game also had 17 and 11 assists. He also had 11 turnovers, which I didn't even realize he had that many. He had a lot. This was a Spurs game the entire way, it felt like. Like the first quarter was, close enough. The second quarter, anytime that Wembanyama was off the court, the OKC just went at Luke Cornett. They went at Luke Cornett every single time. It was bad. I didn't even mention the Aaron Fox didn't play in this game, but the non-Wembanyama minutes were bad in this game. I believe they said before the fourth quarter, the OKC, when Wemby was on, were 16 out of 50, and when he was off, they were 10 of 16. Ridiculous. The two-way impact that this guy has, because he not only put up 41 points, he is like a complete shutdown on the defensive side. Shea had a terrible game. He could not get going at all. The OKC could not score. They didn't even bother try to score in the paint. Like I said, Chet didn't attempt any 2-pointers. It felt like Isaiah Hartenstein started the game, and that was immediately a terrible decision. SGA, a bad game. Shea ended up with 24 points and 12 assists, 5 steals, 7 of 23 shooting. This guy was like 5 of 16 at one point, 2 of 7 from 3. Was not comfortable the entire night. I thought Stephon Castle would be on him a lot, and he was, but Carter Bryant had some big minutes on him. Carter Bryant is just a huge body, really physical, really strong, just got on Shea a bunch, and they were doubling him, late doubles, early doubles. They were showing help, as soon as he got the ball or letting him drive, and then they doubled. And Shea is not like a miraculous passer. Yeah, he got 12 assists. 9 of those were to Alex Caruso, who was left open on basically every single one of those. Like, sure, 12 assists is impressive, But when 9 of those go to the open man that the Spurs are leaving open because they're doubling you and you're just making the pass to the open man, it's not like an impressive thing. And literally, Alex Caruso almost was like 2 points away from his career high. He ended up with 31 points, eight threes, eight threes. Shea had one good pass off like a pick and roll where Caruso drove and he got a nice pass from Shea there. But other than that, every single pass he did was for a three. And Caruso just out of body were making these threes. He was their best player. Like, this is a top best game in Caruso's career and you lose. Not only that, on the defensive side, he was making plays everywhere. He ended up with 2 steals, 2 blocks. At one point, he was falling out of bounds, hit the ball off of Wemby in double overtime. Yeah, I believe, or maybe regular overtime. I think it was regular overtime. Him and J Dub had like a back-to-back sequence where they were just all over Wemby when he caught the ball and were able to swat it out of him, steal the ball from him. That was very impressive. But other than that, like, those Shea assists are just like almost stat padding off of Caruso having the best game of his career. Like, yeah, those are assists you have to make, but it's not like he was, you know, changing the way that the Spurs defended by his assists, by his passing. He has to be much better. He did not have 2 possessions in a row where he looked like himself. He was not comfortable. He could not get to his spots. The physicality bothered him. The doubling obviously bothered him. Couldn't get into a rhythm. Um, yeah, he chucked up some threes that felt like, okay, he had a really bad miss in transition where it was a 2-on-1 with Stephon Castle and he was running with Caruso and he just couldn't get the layup. He probably should have passed it to Caruso. Um, just a very, very poor performance from the MVP. He got his trophy today. He got his MVP trophy today. Um, and it felt like Wembanyama saw that and was like, "Oh, okay, that's gonna be your last trophy you ever see, buddy, because I'm gonna steal every single one." I like unreal performance by Wembanyama. To go back to the OKC, J Dub had a really good game, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 11 of 25. He played a lot with the bench in the first half, which I thought was good for him. He had great defensive moments with Caruso in this game. He guarded Wembanyama a lot. He was the only guy on OKC that wasn't scared to drive on Wemby. And there were a couple times where he like made it pass. He threw it up high off the glass, and it didn't land, but at least he attempted it. Like, I was like, that's good. He took those shots. So J Dub, good game coming back from injury. Chet, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 2 of 7. His only 2 made shots were threes. Yeah, he he had a rough game. He needs to guard Wembanyama the way that OKC played. Like, Dort, Isaiah Hardenstein, these guys can't play. We saw it immediately at the start of this game. Isaiah Hardenstein started with Chet. Wemby was like, "You are good, bro. I'm going to sit in the paint. You are good." Same with Dort. Dort had one good moment where he got like an offensive rebound and was able to get a three off of that. But other than that, like, he's also a guy that they're going to sag off as well. And in this game, like, Caruso was the main guy that they were sagging off. He just happened to make 8 threes, the most in his career. AJ Mitchell, oh God, 34 points, 4 points, 2 of 5 shooting. He was getting cooked on defense. I saw Vassell cook him. I saw Harper cook him. I saw Stephon Castle cook him. If he's not able to produce offensively, the way he has been, um, it's going to be rough because defensively he was getting cooked. Cason Wallace was fine, 8 and 6, 2 threes, but that's just another guy. Like, this team, you can't play Caruso and Wallace and Dort. Like, 2 of those guys can't be playing at the same time because you're just giving the Spurs Too many guys to leave open. We can double Shea as many times as we want because we don't care about these guys. Caruso, congratulations. You hit your career high ever in threes. Do it again. Do it again next game. We know you won't. Case and Wallace, can you do what Caruso did? Not only offensively but defensively. I don't know. Caruso is an incredible defender. Um, it really just starts with Shea. He's gonna have to figure a way how to get past these double teams, how to just score against his defense because he's not even trying to score at the rim and in the mid range area. All eyes are on him. You know, he got three guys looking at him at all times, and that doesn't include Wembenyama on the back end. Like he just has everybody on him. It's going to be very interesting to see how the Thunder cook this up so that he's able to not even be more open, but just I don't know, maybe play a bit more off ball where he's able to get the ball on a running start rather than initiating the offense, because initiating the offense just allows the Spurs to double him. And I thought this would be a series where they don't double him much at all, to be honest. I thought it was going to be Stephon Castle. You got him, bro. And like we're gonna make him beat us, but no, it's a we're gonna double you, Shea. And what else do you other guys have? And Caruso is the only guy out of those other guys that had enough today. Um, and then J Dub was good, but on San Antonio again, Victor Wembanyama is an alien. He had that one bucket where he was deep in the paint. He got the ball. Chet was on him. I believe Kaysen was like right on him too. He had the pivot back and forth, just laid it up quite easily. Multiple dunks. He had one in double overtime where it felt like everybody was tired and he was just able to get past and dunk it again. Um, the three was just unbelievable, a ballsy move. Dylan Harper, incredible. De'Aaron Fox didn't play in this game, guys. De'Aaron Fox didn't play. Stephon Castle played good, even though he had a lot of turnovers. I didn't realize in the moment how many turnovers he had. Uh, Julian Champagny hit 3 threes, and like he had one really heart wrenching one, either an overtime or regular time. I don't know. It was a long game. Again, this was a double overtime game that ended up 122, 115. It was 108, 108 at the end of the first overtime. So a very low scoring game, obviously a very defensive game. They win the offensive rebounds, of course, win the points in the paint, second chance points. I mean, these teams both made the exact same number of buckets, 41 to 41. Um, More free throws on the Spurs side. Obviously, Wembenyama, 12 of 13 from the line. Dylan Harper, 7 of 7. But those were all like warranted. Like, obviously, they're in the paint. Wemby gets fouled. Dylan Harper gets the paint. He gets fouled. Like, those were all like normal calls. I thought the officiating overall in this game was pretty good. There weren't any challenges until the very end. And even so, those were like fine challenges, nothing like super BS. Um, I just have Devin Vassell played well. Carter Bryant and his 14 minutes was a plus 10. I think defensively, he was really good. Offensively, obviously, he still is much to be, whatever. Luke Cornett played 9 minutes and was a -9. He was getting cooked. So obviously, Wemby had to play a lot of minutes. We're gonna have to see like he played 49 minutes. Obviously, double overtime games aren't going to happen every game or maybe ever again in this series. So, but Cornette is going to have to play more minutes, and the Spurs are going to have to figure out because when Cornette was out there, it was food for J Dub and anybody else on this team were just attacking him. Um, but yeah, Victor Wembanyama, 41 points, 24 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks. We are witnessing greatness. This is the future GOAT. I know we've all been saying it, but here he is in his first playoff run. How old is he? Like 20, 23, I think. 22. Oh my God. 22 years old. Dylan Harper is 20. I think Stephon Castle's 21. Um, no De'Aaron Fox. 41 and 24. I keep repeating it because it just is ridiculous. Your first conference finals game on the road against the defending champions. And not only do you put up those numbers, you are a lockdown defender. I told you through 3 quarters, I'm sure they'll say throughout the whole game, but in 3 quarters, when Wemby was on the court, OKC was 16 of 50, 34 missed shots. Yeah, man, absolutely exceeded our expectations for a series, for game one, for uh, what we think Wemby can do, whatever we think he can do. He breaks that. It's looking scary. Are OKC cooked? No, I think this is obviously a 7 game series. I picked OKC to win. I think them like being rested. I think that could be a factor. I think obviously Chet has to be better. He has to guard Wemby. I think obviously Shea has to be much better, and I fully expect that he will be better. But it's scary, bro. It is very scary. But yeah, man, game one.